I am walking down the street in Edison, which is something that I did not do the last time I was here because I was just overwhelmed from looking at clothing. But one of the things that I wished I did last time that I'm doing today is just going from shop to shop and seeing what's available here in this wonderful town. And this specific houseware store takes me back to something I loved doing when I was in India, going and just looking at all of the various little things that make you happy for your home and your life. Okay, so we have a lot of ground to cover in here. It's a tiny shop, but it's full of beautiful things. The first is bangles. Bangles in Indian culture is such a key thing. There are gold bangles, solid gold bangles, there are silver bangles, but women often wear glass bangles. And these glass bangles, I'm smiling because I remember my mom wearing these bangles for her whole life, and she would put them in between the gold bangles. If she was wearing a green sari, she had a bangle box. She would open the bangle box and she would pick out the bangles that would match the sari. If the sari had yellow and red and green, she would take green bangles and red bangles, and she would arrange them. She would go like this. She would arrange them like this, and then she would push them all over her hand onto her wrist, and in between these there were gold bangles. But listen to this. That sound is glass. She had some plastic ones too, and the beauty of the glass is this sound. This is the thing about Indian culture that just makes me smile. It's more than just what you see. Ladies in India wore jasmine flower garlands in their hair, and when I would be walking down the street all over, I would get these wafts of the most heavenly scent from just the ladies walking with these jasmine flower garlands in their hair that they would buy every morning, and that by the end of the day they were all yellowed and withered from the heat. The garlands would only last a day. There's such a beauty in that, and very often my mom's glass bangles, she would open up her box and some would be broken. And there's a melancholy in that. Look at the variety of bangles available here. There are solid ones in all different colors, and then there are ones these are also glass that have gold on them as well. And these are for a set. How much are these? $7. $7 for a set of 12 bangles. Someone can come in here and spend their allowance. Okay, so those are the bangles. These are known as Bindis in Hindi, or in Tamil it's called a Pottu, and these are the sticker versions. So this is another thing I remember from my childhood. My mom and my sisters, they had all different kinds of these, and if you look very closely, they're in different colors. So you would match the Pottu to the outfit color that you were wearing. Look at these. Look at all of these bangles. I mean, it's just endless. I am here looking for something very specific, something for the kitchen, and it's down this aisle. But as we go down this aisle, I have to point out something that I did not expect to see that I'm just crazy about. So I have been getting rid of plastic things in my kitchen, like plastic food storage, for years. I don't think I have anything left of plastic food storage. The thing that I find the most efficient are these stainless steel containers. They're stainless steel, there's no plastic gasket. That's the thing I don't like about the glass containers. And these, they just fit together so well. You have your leftovers, you put them in one of these, and you put this in the fridge. This is what, like in India, there were shops that were just floor to ceiling stainless steel. You know, the danger for me in coming into a store like this is seeing things that I didn't even know I wanted in the first place, but then I see them. These are like lids for certain containers. They just sit on the top, but stainless steel this would make like a great base for a candle, like a large candle. It's $3.99. But I also love like these. These are like containers that have a lid. Look at these, like two-piece. In India, I remember someone I knew would make her own yogurt, and she would make it in one of these and set it aside, and then the yogurt would thicken, and this is how her yogurt was stored. Like I could just come here and stock up on this and look, little glass so you can see, like this would be great spice containers and pretty. Oh. I've always loved these. I've always loved these stainless steel containers. They fit together so nicely. They're airtight. I have a few of these at home that I did bring back from India, but they come in all sizes. Stainless steel cups. It's like a standard if you go to a cafeteria in India. The plates are stainless steel, and the cups that they give you for water are stainless steel as well. $4.99. So the stainless steel utensils, that's a whole other thing. I in my crock pot at home, I have a few key utensils that I use. I have a ladle that's stainless steel, and I have a serving spoon that's stainless steel. Also that I brought back from India years ago. They're just great. They're so useful. They're not plastic. I love my wooden spoons, but over time they kind of warp and they change color. They need to be oiled. So the thing that I identified I needed in my kitchen like a couple years ago, and this is very rare. It's very rare that I'm like, I don't have something. But I needed a very traditional vessel for deep frying or frying. Like I've been using a clay pot, but really the thing that I needed in Tamil is called a tachi or a karai or karahi in Hindi. And I looked online and I was like, you know what? I don't want to buy one online. I want to be able to pick it up and look at it and turn it over and see if I really like it. So I waited, and then when I walked in here, I asked the lady at the front, do you have a karai? And she brought me back here, and I was so excited because this is exactly what I wanted. An iron. It's made of iron, and it's heavy, it's solid, and this is like, I want a small one for frying eggplant, for frying papadums. This right here. It's perfect. It's exactly what I have been hoping to find. $15.99. You're coming home with me, and you're going to be loved and used. This will, as this is used for frying, it will just become very beautiful over the years. My mom had a few that her mother used in Sri Lanka and brought back with her to Canada. My sister has them now, and they're, I don't know, 40 years old, and they're beautiful cooking pots. So at the front on the racks there are bangles, but back here is the real storage of bangles. The bangles come in different sizes, and for little girls, they should have bangles that will clear their palm, but that will fit as snug as possible on their wrists. I remember my mom used to get my sisters to go to the bathroom and soap up their hands to slide the bangles on easily to be able to clear their hand, but fit their wrist without being too big. And these bangles really come in increments of, I think it's like 1/4 inch increments, so that you can really find your size. And look at these. I mean, These are all glass. And they come in all different sizes and colors. And it goes on and on and on. These are glass with little gold beads on them. So these would have fit my mom. They're the same size as these gold bangles I'm wearing. But over here, there's like tiny ones for like a 4-year-old or a 2-year-old. Really small bangles. Wow, I did not expect to find red clay things in here, but it makes me so happy because I lugged back clay pots from Sri Lanka, but I do see here, look at this, a couple of clay cooking pots. There we go. So everyone that has asked me where do I get one of the clay pots that you use for your Sri Lankan food, here we go. Right here in Edison, in this store. With a lid, with the clay lid. Do you know what? These are little, very traditional lamps for Diwali. It's just a grease lamp. So ghee or coconut oil would be put in there with a little cotton wick. And in Tamil, it's a Deepam. They come in all different sizes. This is a very simple version. This is a very fancy version. I've never seen the fancy version. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Clay. I love the traditional things. Like holding these and seeing them. There's like the Tamil poems and the Sanskrit chants that reference lamps. They're referencing these types of lamps that have been made this way for hundreds, if not thousands of years in India. Oh, so one of the things that I love is my rolling pin. I use it for pastry and everything, but I primarily use it for roti, and I got it from an Indian store because it's like a roti rolling pin. And I see over here, they have these like blocks. This is traditionally what they roll the roti on, like a wooden block, a platform. Do you have rolling pins here? So I have something similar to this one, which is thicker, but then I also have one of these, which I love. Wooden rolling pins. Is this a rolling pin? Oh yeah. Look at that. Fun. Clay. This is clay as well. Clay cooking pot. Oh, does anybody know what this is from? What this is used for? That's right, Puttu. This is the Puttu steamer. So, there we go again. Where do I find a Puttu steamer? Here, right here. Well, that was a very fun adventure at Patel, Vasan, Bhandar, here on Oak Tree Road in Edison, New Jersey. I have my special frying pan, which I'm going to take home and love and use. Come here, make the journey because it's totally worth it.